What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back. Today we're here with more A Fat Electrician! That's right, today we're checking out a video called Bat Bombs More Terrifying Than Atomic Bombs? Question mark? Exclamation point? Well, we'll find out today from this video. So hey, before we get started, you know the vibes. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below to feed the algorithm quads, and check us out over on Twitch. I stream every single day at Aliciaxlife. You're currently watching Aliciaxdeath. Aliciaxlife is my Twitch. Anyways, let's get into it.
Today we're talking about the only animal-based weapon of mass destruction ever conceived. Ladies and gentlemen, America's bat bomb.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
As many of you are probably aware, at the end of World War II, America was looking for a new super weapon that could prematurely end the war. Option A was always the atomic bomb. Option B was... well, that was also the atomic bomb. But option C involved 1 million free-tailed Mexican bats and napalm. No, I'm not making this up. I read the entire book to get ready for this video.
Sorry, my brain is processing. Hold on one second. You know what? I'm gonna drink to that one, buddy. Cheers. I'm gonna drink to that one. Cheers. How fucked up do you think you need to be to think of this idea in general? Like, that idea in general is already crazy.
Okay, here's the deal. It's not really a bomb. It's a giant bird cage that looks like a bomb, and inside of each one of these cages was 1,040 free-tailed Mexican bats that had a napalm incendiary device superglued to their chest that was rigged to go off with a timer. The idea was to do a bombing run at dawn, releasing a bunch of these canisters. After being released, they would travel down several thousand feet before deploying a parachute. This would both slow down the cage and open it so all the bats could fly away. And because...
what the fuck? Who designed this? This is insane! Like, you sick fucker! Justice reigns from above, headass. What are you doing? This is so stupid. No. I don't like how chat's like, don't worry, it'll make sense. Logistically, it can make all the sense in the world. But to think of the idea to get there is the fucking weird part. That's the part that's weird. Not the outcome. How did they think of it?
they were doing this bombing run at dawn...
Your Honor, the war crime was funny. Man, you're a W chatter today, buddy. Keep on cooking.
all the bats would immediately try to find somewhere to roost for the day so they could go to bed. And since they're bats, that's always going to be some dark, hard-to-reach nook or cranny like an attic, and given that Japan was made pretty much exclusively out of wood and paper at that point in time, presented an enormous issue in 2 hours when those bats would burst into flames and presumably light an entire city on fire. Bah! Does this hurt the bat? Bah! Yes, this hurts the bat. Okay.
I'm sorry, were people wondering if it hurts the bat? Were people actually wondering that? Do you know what, though? Him addressing that proves my theory about YouTube comments. There's always 5 stupid fucks who will say some dumb shit in the comments. And you can't avoid them. No matter how big or how small your channel is, there will always be 5 stupid fucks that you have to address. Because if you don't address them, they'll keep going. Like, I get it, man. I get it, man. Motherfucker put on the helmet, too.
Okay, just don't tell PETA. I don't need them coming after me with their frail, anemic wrath. I mean, realistically, they're gonna find this video anyways, because one of them's gonna be Googling bath bombs. Google's gonna be like, oh, did you mean bat bombs? And they watch...
Well, Googling bat bombs, Google's like, did you mean bat bombs? Okay, but just so you know, though, even if you have 1,000 bats with bombs per cage, you're still killing less animals than PETA does. I want you to know that, by the way. PETA is one of the largest killers of animals because they believe in not rehousing them. So when you give them a pet to rehouse, because you no longer can take care of it, they kill them. They just euthanize them and say that, yeah, we're gonna go put them in this, like, another homing. So if PETA wants to give a fuck, look at your own shit. Look at your own shit.
Video.
Because animals aren't meant to be caged or meant to be domesticated.
Now it's demonetized, so we're gonna have to have a sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, this video is brought to you by JX Tactical, makers of my personal favorite holster, their trademarked Fat Guy holster. It allows you to carry a firearm and have a little bit extra room for tactical fluff.
He is the perfect person to have a sponsor like this. I'm just saying, talk about good brand recognition. The sponsor he just allocated is so good for him. That is a really great choice. I respect the hell out of
back to
that.
these bat bombs. Now, I think we can all agree that this idea is so fucking stupid that it's genius, so who is the madman that came up with it? Ladies and gentlemen, a dentist and part-time inventor from
By the way,
Pennsylvania.
that's exactly what I was saying. The outcome, like, I can understand the outcome. It's how to get to the thought that is the crazy part to me. Like, that's exactly what he was saying, too.
By the name of Lytle S. Adams. A man
Right,
whose
Adams.
other inventions included a fried chicken vending machine and a way to pick up mail by plane without having...
Hold on! Fried chicken vending machine! Is this my new god? Hold on. Let this motherfucker cook. Hold on. That is insane. Holy shit. That is the most American Pill thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh my god, okay.
and a way to pick up mail by plane without having to land the plane. So clearly, things are starting to add up. In January of 1942, he would write a letter to the White House, and let me tell you, it is one of the letters of all time. It opens up pretty strong with, and I quote, "Shall the sun set quickly over the land of the rising sun, with a dawn visit at a convenient time in an appropriate way." He then goes on to, in detail, explain that bats are the lowest form of life in the animal kingdom, and that he is thoroughly convinced that they were placed on Earth by God to help America win World War II with a bat bomb. So...
in the social hierarchy of the animal kingdom, we can't send the worms, so we shall send the bats.
Clearly a well-balanced individual. I mean, we're talking about manifest destiny for fucking bats, for Christ's sake. In the letter, he then goes on to in detail explain why this is such a good idea. Bats are faster than birds. They can carry twice their weight. You can throw them in the fucking fridge so that they go into hibernation, and that'd be a really convenient time to strap a bomb to them.
Holy shit! Wait, that's so goated! Wait! Oh, I didn't even think about the practicality of
awesome
that.
Stuff. I think the point I'm trying to get to is there's no way in hell this letter is making it through the screening process at the White House to make it to the president, right? Wrong. Apparently this guy knows Eleanor Roosevelt, mails the letter directly to her, she gives it to FDR, and FDR fucking loves it. He immediately forwards the letter to his military generals with a note of his own that says, and I quote, "This man is not a nut. It's a perfectly wild idea that we need to look into." And that's it.
Motherfucker, if you have to preface anything with "this man is not a nut," the man is indeed a nut, but it works. That's what you should be saying. Oh, this motherfucker crazy as motherfucker. He's literally batshit crazy. Because he's trying to shit out bats with bombs. But he's spitting.
The president said we're doing it, we're fucking doing it. America's building a bat bomb because a dentist in Pennsylvania said so. Alright, fast forward like a year and a half, they figured out how to make the bomb itself. They figured out that they're going to use the Mexican free-tailed bat because it's very fast and very strong. They figured out that they're going to use napalm instead of white phosphorus. They've figured out how to attach the incendiary device to the bat itself. All that's left to do is to test it, and on May 15th, 1943, that's exactly what they're going to do. Needless to say, everybody that knows about it's really excited. All the bigwigs are showing up. There was even a Marine Corps General, Louis DeHaven, that showed up unannounced and uninvited because, well, he's a Marine and he heard that somebody was going to be blowing shit up with bats, and that's just what Marines are into. So they start the first test. They're going to drop 250 bats with nothing attached to them just to see how the bats react to falling out of an airplane. So the bomb...
Wait, but you still have to strap something heavy to their feet, because otherwise it wouldn't have proper... You wouldn't have a proper gauge. Because if you just drop the bats, you wouldn't actually know until you strap something to them that's the same weight.
drops, the canisters open, the bats take off. They go like 20 miles to some ranch that's near the airfield. They're everywhere. They're in this guy's barn. They're in his attic. They're in his hay. The bat bomb worked perfect. Okay, so test number 2. Now they're going to strap the incendiary devices to the bats, but they're going to de-weaponize them just to see how the
okay, they're doing that. Okay, they just did the first phase without them, second phase with them. Then obviously not. Okay, yeah, they're doing the same thing I was just saying.
When they're carrying their own body weight worth of explosives.
Yeah.
So again, they drop the bomb, the canisters open, the bats take off, but they don't go nearly as far because they're over encumbered. Instead, they decide to just infest everything on the airfield. They're in the barracks, they're in the airplane hangars, they're underneath the general's car. And then 15 minutes later, they realize that they forgot to de-weaponize them. The bats blow up and burn the entire fucking place to the ground. So the entire army
You have one fucking job to de-weaponize them. Literally one job. What? What?
chain of command that's been in control of this project the entire time freaks out. They decide they're going to terminate the whole thing because obviously it doesn't work. And that's when that Marine Corps general that wasn't even invited, General Lewis McHaven, shows up as like, no, it worked perfect. You dumbasses just forgot to de-weaponize the bats.
I mean, he's right. He's right. And now if we use the bats, technically, when you think about it, if you use the bats now, those lives who were lost mean something. If you don't use the bats, those lives died for nothing but mistakes.
If you don't want it, the Marine Corps is going to take it over because this shit's awesome. And that's pretty much exactly what happens. The United States Marine Corps takes over the entire project.
Holy
and
shit.
it becomes known as Project X-Ray. Why'd they call it Project X-Ray? I have no fucking idea, and neither does anybody else. I mean, to be fair, we all knew the Marines were going to be in charge of this at some point. I mean, their entire life motto is, it's not stupid if it works, and that's exactly what this project is as a whole. So the Marines went ahead and continued testing. They ended up testing it in a mock Japanese village at Dugway Proving Ground, and what they discovered was that the average incendiary bombing run would light about 400 fires. The average bat bombing run would light about 4,700 fires, meaning that the bat bombs were 12 times more effective than a regular incendiary bomb. Okay, look, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think most of you are picking up what I'm putting down. Being 12 times more effective...
No. We are definitely picking up what you're putting down, motherfucker. Okay? These bat bombs are fucking... They're fucking...
regular incendiary bombs means that the bat bomb is one of the most effective and most deadly weapons of mass destruction ever created. And I know that sounds stupid, but I promise you it's true. If you were to ask most people what the deadliest bombing run of all time was, guaranteed they would probably guess Hiroshima or Nagasaki.
That's what I would have guessed.
It's a great guess. It's the only time the atomic bomb's ever been used, and it was very deadly. But it was not the deadliest. The deadliest bombing run was done on March 9th, 1945, when America firebombed Japan. More people died from that bombing run than Hiroshima and Nagasaki combined. And that was done with regular incendiary bombs. So you can imagine-
I always thought that it was from the atomic bombs that was the largest killing. I didn't realize for bomb killings. I actually didn't know that.
What would happen
that's cool.
if bat
like,
bombs were dropped?
Sorry, that's cool to learn. I hate when there's motherfuckers in the comments like saying, "Oh, Alicia always says, oh, that's fun," or "Oh, that's cool," but it's so inappropriate to say. Shut the fuck up! I say cool and fun towards things as adjectives that means that my brain is stimulated. My brain is happy. Shut up.
Which are theoretically 12 times more effective. It would have been absolutely catastrophic. I realize that we're getting oddly serious and I apologize, but it absolutely blows my mind that in the biggest military conflict the world has ever seen, in the search for a super weapon, you had a bunch of scientists, the most brilliant minds in the world, that figured out how to split an atom in half, breaking chemical bonds, releasing an immense amount of energy and radiation and destructive force. And then you have the Marines that are like, I need a bomb-shaped colander, 1,000 bats, and some jungle jelly, and somehow the Marines managed to be more deadly. It makes no...
You know what? You know what? When I start getting pissed off with my friends, I'm gonna start saying, I'm gonna bat bomb the fuck out of you and your family. I'm gonna say it every time I'm pissed off at them in a video game. I'm gonna say it now. Like, every time. They won't understand, but I got this shit.
No fucking sense. It's making me question everything because my entire life I thought Batman was kind of a bitch for being scared of bats. Like, just grow a pair, grab a tennis racket, start Babe Ruth in those motherfuckers and move on with your life. But no, as it
I'm gonna be honest with you, Fat Electrician is such a fucking Giga Chad. He's such a Giga Chad, it's insane. If he had like a little bit of a country drawl, this shit would be the funniest fucking bit in the world. If he hit that shit with a, I'll tell you what, feller, get rid of them beds, you gotta take one of them brackets and start smacking them the fuck up. I'll tell you what, it worked real good. Sometimes I get 60 of them motherfuckers in a few swangs. Like...
turns out Batman was right. Bats are absolutely terrifying, and it's all because some...
He's from Iowa, though? Yeah, but it would have been really funny if he was from down south. Right? He's like from the, like, what, Iowa's like basically the Midwest, right? It's like next to Chicago. So, like, yeah, he's like Midwest. But imagine if he had like all southern drawl. That shit would have fucked me up.
Some dentist taught the Marines how to turn him into a WMD, and I have no idea how to end this video. So I guess if you made it this far down this weird history rabbit hole, thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang, out.
I'm probably gonna get my fiance one of these shirts, to be honest. Because these shirts kind of go hard. I like the ones that have like stuff on the sleeves. I might get him this one, actually. This black one. I think it kind of goes hard. Anyways, I know I'm getting my fiance the Meat Canyon merch. Like I think one of the t-shirts I'm getting him. And if I get him one of these, that'd be kind of cool too. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. Thanks for your love and support always here on YouTube. Don't forget to check out the original video. Link to the description below. Don't be a dickhead. Support the original creator. But also while you're here, support me too. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye, YouTube!